Hello, we are outside today for our activity. This activity can be done inside, but we will need to go outside for a little bit. Yesterday we learned about how plants and seeds grow. Today we're going to learn about how they eat. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go and collect a couple of different kinds of leaves, different shades of green. The best leaves are if they are freshly picked and that they're nice and healthy when you pick them. So let's go and pick a few leaves. All right, we are headed to pick some leaves now. Kiddos, you want to make sure that you have mom and dad help you because we don't accidentally want to find poison ivy. But what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pick a couple of nice leaves. And I would pick maybe 2 or 3 of the same kind of leaf. Okay, and you can see that there's specific sizes and shapes. We want to find a variety. So let's continue looking. Here are some slightly different ones. So we're going to go ahead and pick 2 or 3 of those. All right, we're going to come over here to this little tree, and we can see that these leaves are grouped together. So I'm actually, because they're so tiny, I'm just going to snap the branch and bring the whole thing with us. So these are the next leaves that we're going to pick. Although they're the same size mostly as the other ones, they definitely have a different texture. So we're going to go ahead and grab a couple of these. All right, here are some other kinds of leaves, definitely a different shape. We're going to go ahead and grab a couple of those. And then down here on the ground, this you see is some moss. And we're going to go ahead and just pick up, see if you can peel up a little bit of the moss. And then right here, right next to it is also some grass. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of this grass. And the last kind of leaf that I'm going to grab are from this, it's a kind of Japanese maple. Even though the leaves are not green, we're going to go ahead and grab some of these. So I will meet you inside in a couple of minutes. Now that you have collected your various leaves, we're now going to get a closer look at the chlorophyll that runs through the leaves. You've learned that chlorophyll is what helps plants eat and convert the sunlight and the energy into sugars that they can use to grow. So we're going to do a simple, kind of like an art activity, where we're going to use the green chlorophyll inside of leaves to create different kinds of art. All you need is some pieces of white paper, paper towel, your leaves, and then I'm using a mallet. You can use a hammer, a mallet, anything that you can really hit them kind of hard with. And again, I'm going to do mine outside just because it's a nice day, and that way I don't have to worry about hammering too hard. If you are going to do it inside, ask mom and dad the best way to do it. If you are going to do it inside, I would suggest doing it inside on the floor. Lay a towel down first and do it on carpet. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you the different steps. So what we're going to do is take our one piece of paper, set it down, pick out some of our leaves that we'd like to use. I'm going to do some of the red ones. You need to make sure that they stay flat. Okay. And what I'm going to do is put another piece of paper right on top. Put your paper down, and then you're going to hammer. prints. So you can pull up the top piece of paper and you can see how we do have some prints both on the top and the bottom. The top one works a little bit better. And what you can do is if you just pull back a corner, I've removed the whole thing, but if you would just pull back a corner to check the progress, you could put it down and then you could continue hammering in the same place. What you can also do, like for this guy, he's still stuck here. So I'm just going to put the paper towel down on top of him and just hammer him a little bit more. And then check our progress. And again, you will find out that some leaves work better than others. One was pretty good. And some leaves, it depends on which side is down. It does seem that the top sheet does the best. So now it's just coming up to exploring, reposition some of the leaves, grab some new ones, continue doing it, and we'll see the artwork that you get when you're finished. We are back inside and we're looking at some of our artwork. Here you can see this was one that had some roots because we have some mud there. This one was a dandelion, and you can see some of the yellow. You can see the different textures of the grasses I had there. For this one, you can see the Japanese maple leaf, how the red there. You can also, it's interesting, if you look closely, you can see the green as well. Here, this I believe was from the tulip leaf. Here, this little maple leaf, that one came out well. And if you look carefully, right here you can see the texture and the ribs of the leaf that had the ridges. This one also, again, I think this was the top sheet of the one before it. Here you have the tulip leaf, the red one with the ridges. And here again, a little bit of dirt. You have the dandelion. And it's just really neat to be able to see the different patterns and how we're using nature itself to make art. So I hope that you had a great time and that you learned a little bit more about plants and how they eat and get energy to grow. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another experiment.